All right. Well, let's get started. So we're gonna keep going with blueprints. This is day 3, real life days of playing blueprints. Although we are apparently at day 31 of in-game days. I, for some reason, was convinced we had only gotten up to day 28 last time, but apparently we actually got up to day 30. And that makes me really nervous because part of me in the back of my head thinks that we only get 31 days to solve it, and then if we don't, we're gonna have to start a new month, and we're gonna have to start a new game essentially. Is how my head works, but I don't know that. We may be able to keep going. But we're gonna dive in and keep playing today. Last time we did get some stuff done. We got a few upgrades. I got my allowance upgraded to 4. We got some I think a couple of room upgrades. We did find out a few other things. I don't remember where we got this. We found something about the admin password, a Reva D, capital R E V A capital D. Well, we put that in and it said into the terminal in the grotto, and it said admin revoked or whatever. It was just not. And I was like, shit. So apparently that's not something we can we need more. We need to reactivate that user or do something. I don't know. I also found out a couple other things last time. One is we got closer to filling out the word clue that is the entire map. I still am missing a few letters, but I think it says count small gates, 8 dates crack 8 safes. Now that is a little cryptic, but I do want to check a couple of things today. One thing I want to do right off the bat is I actually want to go looking for any gates that are in the house to see if they have clues on them somehow, and I just haven't noticed them before. That's one thing. There might be something else, but we'll have to figure it out. The second thing that I did figure out was I found the piano room, the music room, for the first time, and that had 4 sheets of music, and there's actually a full sheet music puzzle. And if you look at the bolded words, it says first words on the sheets are true message, and then if you look at the first words on the sheets, it says find among the white trees under 2 stones. So it makes me think that there's an object buried somewhere under 2 stones among white trees. So I need to look around and see if I can figure out where that's referencing. So those are 2 relatively large clues that we're finally figuring out what this map says and what the music pages say. I also found a note somewhere that said Kirk Darren is a pseudonym, which don't know if that's relevant, but I wrote it down. And there's a few other little things that we may have found out, but let's go into the game. This will say day 31, which makes me nervous. We also fully drained the fountain last time. Day 31. We also fully drained the fountain last time, and that is it led to the other side of the basement. All right, here we are. We have 2 gems left over because of one of the rooms we drafted last time. We have the directory here. I do want to... Let's see, what else did I add last time? I want to see if I upgraded anything last time. We found the attic last time. That was new. We found the music room last time. We found the ballroom last time, which was kind of cool. I think the wine cellar was new last time, and so was the vault and rumpus room. We did a little bit in the Chamber of Mirrors, but there's a lot more we could do there. Mailroom, freezer, dining room, conference room, observatory. We found the master bedroom last time, which is how we found the second puzzle box that got us more allowance. You know, the artwork for this game, yeah, it's gorgeous. Tangle Tower, I don't know that game. I'll have to look it up. We found the foyer last time. I think that was new. And the bookshop, but we weren't able to buy any books. Let's see, what did I upgrade any of the rest of these? What else did we upgrade? We upgraded the courtyard to give us 2 gems on whenever we enter it. So that's now upgraded, which is great. Okay, there's one other thing I want to do, and that is green room. I made myself a little spreadsheet because, of course, I did. And I want to... I've been checking for a few things. So I want to make sure I'm keeping an eye on, let's see, garage, music room. One thing I want to jot down as we go through some of the rooms today is if I find chess pieces in any of the rooms. Locker room. Den, wine cellar, ballroom, just adding the rooms I haven't seen yet, ballroom, or that are relatively new, pantry, rumpus room, vault. That was a lot of new rooms last time. Some of these ones here. Vault, office, drawing room, study, library. Yeah, a lot of these are new. Chamber of Mirrors. The pool. Drafting studio. Utility closet. We had boiler room. Boiler room and pump room. Pump room. Security. Workshop. Laboratory. Okay. Sauna. Coat check. Mailroom. Mailroom, freezer, dining room, observatory, conference room, aquarium, antechamber. Okay. So then we have bedroom. Bedroom, boudoir, guest bedroom, nursery, bunk room, her ladyship's chamber. Hi, Josh. How are you? Thank you for the vote. Her ladyship's chamber. And then master bedroom. Okay. Then we have hallway, west wing hall, east wing hall. Corridor, passageway, secret passage, great hall, foyer, and great hall. Okay, then we've got terrace, patio, courtyard, cloister, veranda, greenhouse, morning room, secret garden. That's the other thing we did last time that was really great. We opened a door to the antechamber for the first time. We pulled a lever in the secret garden and opened a door to the antechamber for the first time. We didn't manage to get to the antechamber, but it was the first time that we managed to get even like a door open. So that's good. Locksmith, showroom, laundry room, bookshop. Okay. Red rooms, we've got lavatory, chapel, maid's chambers, archives, gymnasium, dark room, weight room and furnace, weight room and furnace. Okay. And then we've added the following rooms. The kennel, classroom, and vestibule. And then outer rooms, we've got tool shed, shelter, schoolhouse, shrine, root cellar, hovel, trading post, and tomb. Doing good, nice. Okay, that's all that. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Okay. Ooh, so we've got all that. What was the other thing that I learned? Oh, not so much a thing that I officially learned, but I was thinking about it and I realized, and I was just thinking about the rules of the drafting somewhat, and I realized I think certain rooms only show up certain places, like archives and anything with 4 doors will only show up in the center of the grid. They won't show up on a sidewall because then a door would lead outside essentially. And things like the veranda or the patio or the greenhouse will only spawn on walls. Okay, let's pick up our allowance. We have 4 allowance now. Let's go outside and start building this day. Twilight Princess, it'll be, I believe, the Wii one if we do it. No motion controls. I don't believe in motion controls. Okay, I don't see anything of note on this gate, but we'll continue taking a look. Yes, I do believe in Moose's motion controls. All right, let's build a room here. Trading post, schoolhouse, or tomb. You enjoyed the Wii version? Nice. Let's draft the tomb. I want to look around in here again. Because I don't think I looked very closely in here last time. I know over here there was this. But that, you know, note didn't seem to say much. And there's some dirt in here, so if I find a shovel, I'll be able to dig up some stuff, which could also be kind of creepy here. There's some coins there. This floor plan is a definitive dead end, or is it? Which makes me think this is definitely not a dead end, that somehow you'll be able to draft rooms from here. It almost feels like a smaller version of the house grid in a way, like it's maybe also a 9x5, which is kind of a wild thought. Seeing like that would be the antechamber equivalent. Oh. The chapel. The Chapel Roan. The 8 statues in the chapel are numbered, and they correspond with the order in which you activate the 8 statues in here. Alright, next time we draft a chapel, I need to write down the order of the angels. That's huge. I'm so glad we did that. Alright, I want to go up and look at this gate up here. Wait, hang on, where's my path? Oh, maybe I have to draft the garage, huh? Yeah, I probably have to draft the garage to get up there. That, honestly, that's just the kind of stuff that you start, like, thinking about as you play this, you know, and after you have a little bit of day's break. So here's a gate. And what I want to know is, there doesn't seem to be anything on it. Any sort of clue on it. Not bothering in there right now because I don't have information about that. I also remembered the fortune teller in the rumpus room at one point said something about a gate opened, and I realized maybe if you find the rumpus room and do the fortune teller, what he tells you is some hints for that day and only that day. So I need to be aware of any hints he gives for that day. For originally I was thinking it might be for future days, but now I'm thinking it's for that day. Let's start drafting some rooms. Storeroom, hallway, or bedroom? I want a storeroom. Give me some keys right off the bat, some keys and coins right off the bat. And there's a pawn in here, which I'm pretty sure I've already written down. Storeroom pawn. Yes. Okay. I'm sure there's other clues in some of these other rooms, but I do just want to verify some of these, you know? Okay. Spare green room, bedroom, or den. Let's do den, get another gem, and have a couple more doors. Den also has a pawn, which I'm pretty sure I've written down. Yes. A lot of these starter rooms I have already written down several times. Or I've looked at several times, so I'm not surprised by anything in them. Okay, let's go this way. Yeah, let's make a laboratory here. Make some experimental house features, shall we? This can get powered by the boiler room if we find it. Okay, experiment setup. Continue with experiment. Each time you find some trash while digging, for each bedroom you draft after your second, or the next 3 times you open a locked trunk. Let's permanently add a gold to our allowance, whatever it is. Do we want to do each time you draft a bedroom after the second? Let's do that, because there's no guarantee we'll find a shovel. But permanently increasing my allowance is good. Let's take a look around for any items that may be left behind. Sometimes there's an item left behind here. There's a key card right the frick there. Oh my god. That's... Okay. Okay, let's go this way. See if we can get something. Yeah, chapel. I really want the chapel right now. Okay. Alright, so let's write this order down. So these are the angel statues. Should have written this down ahead of time, but... Now we know why. So, the hoe is first. I remember saying that the last time. The chef is second. Right? Then this other gardener with the rake is third. And then 4 was this one, the chimney sweep. I wrote 8 numbers over 7 lines. I'm doing great. They're all cramped. 5 was here, the maid. Maid with the broom. 6 was here, the like equestrian. With the riding crop. And then 7 was up here. The queen with the scepter. And then 8 is hidden behind this. So we don't know, but it's going to be the last one of the statues in there. Okay, let's go this way because this will be a dead end. So we can do a bedroom, a kitchen, or an office. Kitchen can get me some food right now. So why don't we do a kitchen? Also, I don't... oh yeah, there's a knight. Oh, sorry, a bishop in the chapel. Yeah, which we got. Okay. Do have some coins. We can use the sink to fill up the watering can if we had a watering can. Nice. And this goes back to the den, so we don't have to go back through the chapel to get out of here, which is nice. Okay. Let's do bacon and eggs and get 10 steps and add a morning room to today's draft pool. And then we're gonna go do the chapel thing right now. I know it's a lot of steps, or the tomb thing. I know it's a lot of steps, but this is the kind of kind of puzzle I've been feeling like I've been missing out on this whole time. Okay, so first is the gardener with the hoe. That's the equestrian. This is the queen with the scepter. More coins for drafting another dead end. Is there not a statue in here? Apparently not. This is the gardener with the hoe. Number 1. Next is the chef with, the pizza oven thing. Next is the gardener with the rake. There's the chimney sweep. There's the gardener with the rake. Next is the chimney sweep. Next is the maid. Yep, with the broom. Next is the equestrian. And then the queen with the scepter. Ah. And then is there an 8th? No, but there might be down there. Oh, we're getting some music. I love it. Alright, we solved another puzzle. That makes me really happy. Catacombs. Underground. Reservoir. Excavation tunnel. Underground map. I'm just going to take a quick picture of this. That's a little too much to I can pull this thing too. There's something here also. Now let's pull this. Death. Okay. Abandoned mine. We are doing a whole set of walking around. 39. Oh. Okay. There's an upgrade disc here too. So this connects to the right side of that map from earlier. Basement. Foundation elevator. Concealed entrance. Cliffside exit. Minecart. Fountain entrance. Tomb entrance. Torch chamber. Rotating gear to north lever. And then at the top there, something Angel Points Dreams something. Got an upgrade disc, which is huge. And then there's something else here. Oh my god, we are Reservoir underground. Oh my god, and we have like a boat. If I lower the water level of the reservoir one level, we might be able to cross that. And this is the basement door. That key does not fit. Okay. So, let me just look at... So this map, the first picture I took, has the reservoir, the round thing. This door goes up to... Yeah, this is where the boat dock is. Reservoir. Can cross. There must be multiple basement doors that go different places. There's a fountain entrance. 5 is the fountain entrance. Which I don't know where that is yet. I know where the fountain is, but I don't know where the entrance is down here yet. Tomb entrance, torture chamber. I wish you could pick up those map pieces and add them together. So 5 is the fountain entrance. So 5 is in theory right underneath the driveway of the estate. We don't know where 6 is. Basement is a pretty substantial amount of space that goes parallel to the reservoir. Ah. Minecart. This is a whole thing too. Okay, hang on, let me push the minecart. Because I think we can push this. Or pull this. So if we pull it here, it blocks our path from this way. But it might open our path somewhere else. Yeah, it stops there. Okay, so let's go through here, see where this is. And then... Oh my goodness. It's like a computer terminal over there. Can we... I'm using steps. Can we, like, turn this somehow? No? Okay. Alright, well, I think what we want to do... Got some... This is some crazy information. Let's pull this. Because we might find the other entrance somewhere. And that'll give us, like, access between those two paths. And then this way, if we ever come back this way, we can just push it back. But we probably can't push it from the other side. Yeah, so right now we are a little bit above the side of the left path that goes up. We're kind of like right at the top of that. On the other side of the reservoir is another basement entrance, in theory. God. Okay, this is wild. We haven't, other than getting the upgrade disc though, we haven't gotten a lot of, like, valuable stuff out of this. But that's okay. Because we did get an upgrade disc, which is huge. And we also moved that minecart, which might be relevant. Okay. Well, let's get back to drafting in the house. Alright, we got 30 steps, which is honestly fine. Okay, what do we got? Spare green room, nook, or passageway. I don't like the idea of spending both of my gems here, so we'll go spare green room. No, anything there. Pantry, parlor, or courtyard. Let's do the courtyard here, because even though it costs a gem, it gives me +2 gems now, and give me 2 doors. Yeah, 2 gems. Let's open this. Yeah, it uses a key, but I've noticed they often have more keys in them. And if not, you tend to get gems. Alright, let's go left, try to fill in this bottom corner. Bedroom, hallway, or commissary. Let's do commissary. Items for sale are good. Magnifying glass, sledgehammer, sleeping mask, or running shoes. Can only buy one thing right now. Sleeping mask gives us, I think, an extra 5 steps anytime the first time we go into any bedroom with it. Running shoes saves us some steps when we cover long distances. Sledgehammer obviously helps us open locks. Magnifying glass helps us see things. Weirdly, I think I want the sleeping mask. We're likely to get some bedrooms soon, and I've been using a lot of my steps. So. Okay, so nook, pantry, office. Let's go office. Because nook and pantry both go there, but office will give us some coin back, and it will give me a computer terminal for my upgrade disc. So let's go office. Yeah, I still have not found an answer for this safe. There, that is a king. Office has the king. Piece. That's really good to know. Okay. Let's do this computer terminal thing. So we can run payroll. I don't want to do that. I can spread gold in the estate. Which I can wait also. Let's actually wait on that. And then we'll do our upgrade now. Parlor. Okay, what can we upgrade the parlor? So we can upgrade it to a parlor to upgraded parlor to give us 3 gems instead of 2. We can give us 2 wind-up keys instead of just 1, or we can make it a red room. We can make it a funeral parlor. Interesting. And the gem prize is equal to the number of red rooms in your house. So in theory, it'll always be 1, but if we have more red rooms, it'll be more gems. But if we open an empty box in the funeral parlor, we'll lose 30 steps. Wow. So this hedges us against messing up. This is higher risk, high reward. This is just a strict upgrade, more gems. So I think we'll do that. Because I typically get these. I've only missed once or twice. And 3 gems is good. Okay. Let's go left. So we can coat check, servants' quarters, or morning room. I think we'll do morning room. We're gonna lose this corner anyway, but this will give us more gems, and it'll give us more gems tomorrow, and it gets us up. Have I ever done the servants' quarters? I don't think I have. And you know what? In the spirit of learning, we've never done this room before. So plus 5 steps. I've never done this. Hartley, I know we spoke often of this day, and I don't think there's anything I can say of the past 40 years that I haven't already attempted to tell you in numerous times in the past. Half-stated gratitude always interrupted with tactful and polite repudiations from you. I had always known this final letter could give me the perfect opportunity to finally express myself uninterrupted by you and unfettered by social graces, but I don't feel the inclination to say aloud what has always been unsaid between us. With my passing, I release you from your post and service to the Sinclair family and implore you to live the remainder of your years on your own terms, as scary and unfamiliar of a concept as that may be to you. Besides, I think a more junior valet would be better situated to meet the needs of young Master Simon. To that end, if you wish, you may stay on long enough to oversee the training and establishment of your successor in their post. But as soon as he or she has the lay of the land, my instructions for you to quit must be satisfied. Ignoring what I imagine your objections might be after reading this, I have decided to leave the lake house in Trinsdale to you and your family. My lawyers have all the details of the gift and will be contacting you shortly about the particulars. For the past 4 decades, you have been served willingly as the subject and victim of my many whims, games, and riddles, and so rest assured, unlike my nephew, you will not be put to yet another challenge to prove yourself worthy in this matter. The house is yours without strings or stipulations. I had for a time gleefully entertained the notion of employing Anne as the house manager of your new residence, but I knew the honor of such a prank would be entirely lost on you, to say nothing of her. Until we meet again, my friend Herbert. Interesting. There are 12 major keys. There are 12 major keys. So let's take note, huh? So 12 major keys. We know one is the silver key. This note is green, so I expect it to be true. We know one is the prism key. We know one is the secret garden key. That might be all the major keys I've seen, other than perhaps a key card may count as a major key. I don't know. Okay, now that we have this, I want to do a couple of things. First, I want to go back to the office and run payroll, because I want to see what that does. if I can, run payroll. Checks will be placed in each staff member's room. This includes each servant's quarters and maid's chamber. Run payroll now. Return to main menu. Exit. Nice. 10 coins and payroll slips. Payroll issued for the week of 12/6. Amount 10 gold. So we know it is currently like 12/6. So if I get, it might be later, but this does give us a date, essentially. So it does start in like mid-November. So for the time safe, for example, this does give us some information. 12/6 is maybe not today's date, but we are in the week of 12/6. And then let's also spread gold. Since I don't know if we're going to be coming back this way. We can buy some more stuff now. We have 16 coins. Let's buy a sledgehammer and running shoes. Use all my coins. Okay. I kind of want to go back to the chapel, believe it or not. And there's a reason. One is that we have no gold. The other is I wanted to see if anything changed here about the 8th angel. I should have looked around to see if there was any more gold lying through in any of these rooms. I didn't look. Oh well, it's fine. I got 5 there. Let's go up here. Okay, I can do pantry, bedroom closet, or walk-in closet. Let's go pantry, and this is just going to reconnect us either way, so yeah, and we're stuck now. I wish I could do the vestibule, but I can't. Yeah. Do the closet. Either way, this was a decent run because we learned some shit. Okay, is there a chess piece in here? I don't see one, so I don't think so. Is there a chess piece in here? I don't see one here either. We'll buy a banana. Yeah, we're out of rooms to draft because we're out of keys, but honestly, that's okay. Because we did some important things today. I bet you anything there's exactly the right number of chess pieces in the house. You know? I would bet almost anything there is the number of chess pieces in the house total equals a chessboard. We drafted a few things that were risky. We did the servants' quarters. We did kind of like the commissary and took us down. We did a few risky things, but I'm honestly okay with it because we found the tomb and the catacombs and the reservoir and all that. We moved something. We got an upgrade. I'm honestly pretty happy with what we did today, even though it's we're not very far in the mansion. we've solved a lot of stuff. I do want to look a little further out really quick. Hi, Emmy. How are you doing? Yes, it has been a minute. How are you doing today? Anyone here? There's no information there. I guarantee that is another secret entrance to the underground that we probably have to open up. Doing good? I'm doing great. I'm doing great. There's a padlock here. That's not the code. Small gates, 8 dates, crack 8 safes. This is another little orchard thing. The white trees. Find among the white trees under 2 stones. If I had a shovel, the next time I get a shovel, I'm coming out here to dig this. Even though there's no mound of dirt here. Yay, your exams are finished. Good for you. Okay, this is white trees and 2 stones. So if... yeah, next time I get a shovel, because we don't have a shovel today, right? We don't. I managed to get a sledgehammer, but no shovel. Okay, we're coming back out there with a shovel next time. What on earth could this code be? The only thing I could think of was the number from the conference room, and because it said safe code, maybe that's the lie, but the code was real, but it doesn't work here. 9083 doesn't work here. So, you're confused as fuck. What are you confused about? Okay. All right. We made progress. May not look like it, but we did. We did make progress. I'm also guessing that this and this are also accesses the underground that we found. But I'll need to somehow, like, turn on lights in here or something. Everything, and what even is the code for? Emmy, do you know what this game is? Like, have you seen this game, or have you heard of this game? Look at that. You can even see some of the, like, fancy architecture underneath the ground. This whole area is a frickin' part of the mansion, including under there and, like, behind the waterfall. The reservoir must be, like, under there, basically. Huh. We know we don't have the key for the basement down there, so no point in going back down there. Okay, I think we're gonna call it a day. I just don't think there's anything else we can do right now. We gained... We're still missing some rooms, which is wild to me. But we did gain the servants' quarters, which is the only new room we drafted this time. So that's cool. That is cool that we drafted that. Where does that one go? Before the bunk room? Okay. Did we get a morning room? We didn't, sadly. All right. Well, I think we have to call it a day here. Because we have nothing else we can do. We're out of rooms. So we're going to call it a day. Call it. Quaint cottage. Only 15 rooms. Rank reached 3. Steps taken 60. Items found 2. New rooms 1. But we did good. We got a lot of stuff. I'm going to take a really quick break, and then we'll come back and we'll keep going.